welcome back to my channel. So as the title says, we're going to be talking about Austin, Texas, pros and cons, what I've learned about living alone, how I feel about living alone in this city, all of that good stuff. Now, I first want to mention I'm originally from Houston, Texas, born and raised. I did go to school in Nigeria, so I did live there for a couple of years just for high school. But for the most part, born and raised, H-Town down, okay? So I won't say this video will be biased, but I'm just gonna keep it real like I always do. And I don't know. Let's start with the cons first. Let's start with the cons because I think I have plenty. First con I'll mention is the traffic. Oh my goodness. And I know this is gonna sound contradictory because I'm from Houston and Houston also has horrible traffic, but Houston traffic moves, okay? Houston traffic moves, and I'm guessing because Houston is a big city. I don't want this to be a Houston versus Austin video because I'm gonna do that later, but pretty much because Austin is a small city, I think that's why the traffic just does not move. It's so congested. Anywhere between 2, not even 5, like normal traffic time, 2 p.m. to like 7 p.m. Just forget about it. Stay home or just sleep at work because you're gonna be in traffic for hours, which I absolutely hate. One way to combat that I've discovered is just using the toll. I mean, if you want to spend extra money using the toll, then I said go for it. It's definitely worth it. I take advantage of it. But the traffic is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Along the lines of traffic, we can talk about transportation. There is no bus system, no means of metro. Okay, let me rephrase that. They do have buses in Austin that I've seen, but there isn't anything like metro or trains, things of that nature. And I feel like it's really, really hard to get around. Most people who don't have cars in other cities like to use the bus or like to use other means of transportation, but Austin doesn't have that, unfortunately. I heard that they're in the talks of doing something to bring transportation or make transportation more accessible in Austin, so we'll see. I've been here for what, about a year and almost 2 years, almost 2 years in June. So yeah. Next con, oh my gosh, allergies. Houston is only about, I want to say 2.5 hours from Austin, and I never really suffered. I do have allergies. Let me take it back. Let me take that back also. I actually have asthma, but I rarely use my inhaler. My asthma is more of exercise induced. I have an exercise induced asthma, and even at that, like, I rarely use my inhaler. Austin has me sneezing, coughing, just the whole shebang, the sniffles, all of that. And like, I don't know. It's weird because during the winter time it's not as noticeable, but I know spring is around the corner and I'm noticing the itchy eyes, the itchy ears, the itchy throat, the sniffles. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh my goodness. Never thought I would need some Claritin D. Anyways, my next con would be the insects. I don't know if it's because Austin is more of a, how do I explain it? It's not flat like most people assume Texas to be. It's not flat at all. Very hilly, very hikey, very humpy. There's a lot of open land. There's a lot of open field. There's grass. There's trees everywhere. So I don't, oh, and also the weather. So this goes hand in hand. If you're not used to heat, if you're not used to a warmer climate, then it would definitely be a con for you. We did have the winter storms last year, 2021, but this year, 2022, there really wasn't much of a winter storm. There was a weekend where there was ice and there was snow. Go and check out my San Antonio vlog, me leaving Austin, going to San Antonio. That was the weekend that I'm talking about. But for the most part, literally the next day the sun was out. It was warm. So the weather is pretty. How many times can I say pretty? Bipolar. Yeah, I feel like it has Houston beat. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we do my Houston video. But yeah, the weather. So because it's a lot warmer, you see a lot more bugs. I've never been one to be afraid of bugs. I'm more of a rats person, which is why I can't live in New York. Yes, that was shade. Cannot live in New York. I hate rats. But I still don't like bugs. I can tolerate them, but I still don't like them. My best advice is to live on the highest floor you can live. If you are living on the first floor, you might as well get a room. Like, you know, charge them rent. Have them live next door. Let them be your roommate. If you are living on the first floor, I'm sorry for you, but you will be attacked by bugs. My next con. Let's get into the people. Let's get into the people here. I try to make content geared towards people of color, Black people in Austin, because truth be told, Austin is not really diverse. Again, I'm coming from Houston, where it is diversity capital, diversity university, diverse city. Austin is not as diverse as I would like, and I don't know, I didn't think it would affect me as much as it is, but it's not as diverse as I would like. And I have experienced blatant, like, in-your-face racism while living here, and I've experienced racism before, but like in Houston, I don't know. It's really hard to tell because you're in such a diverse area, diverse city. With Austin being predominantly white, it's like, wow. Like, man, if I tell you stories, like I was at a restaurant with friends. We finished eating, having a good time. On our way out, I kid you not, the song that was playing on the intercom was saying, "We don't want insert N-word here." And at first, I felt like I was the first one to hear it, but I was like, maybe it's the alcohol. You know, maybe I'm tripping, you know. I am a little doozy woozy. I be a little schmidge on the alcohol. So I was like, maybe I'm tripping. But then it's not funny. But I'm laughing because I'm just remembering my friend's face. I was looking at his face. I was looking at my other girl's face, my other friend, homegirl's face. And like slowly they heard it too. And we all stopped and just looked at each other and was like, wow. Just, you know, just speechless. You know, what can you really do? What can you say? I have other instances, but this is not Austin is racist video. I'm just giving you the cons that I've experienced while living here. Yeah, I've experienced blatant racism. And I know it's due to lack of diversity, especially in the area that I live. I live in the better parts of Austin, South Austin. So like, yeah, it's crazy. My last con that I can think of, because I didn't really write notes in this video. I just decided to make this video out of a whim. My last con would be, it's expensive. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's because of the increase of Californians, but oh my gosh, compared to when I first moved, y'all see my $1,000 apartment videos. Austin was, you know, fairly reasonable. It was a little more expensive than Houston, but it was not anywhere near the prices that it is today. Granted, it's still not comparable to bigger cities like New York or LA, but it's getting up there. It is getting up there. Wow, like the cost of my apartment now, like once my lease is up, thankfully I signed a longer lease, but once my lease is up, the price, it's going from $1,000 to like almost $1,700. That's ridiculous. That's is ridiculous to me. Granted, I know that I have given out, when I did share the apartments that I was looking at, the places, the area, the prices, the names, I'm pretty sure I've at least given about 150 people the info. Again, I'm not doing that anymore. Learn my lesson. Not doing that anymore. Don't ask. Please don't ask. You're going to be ignored. I'm sorry. But I've at least given out the info of my apartment and others to 150 people. And maybe that has contributed to how much the price of the apartment has gone up. But it is ridiculous. But I hear it with other people too. Everything is expensive. Gas is literally $3.50. Oh my goodness. Food. I live alone and I buy groceries every week. I'm spending minimum $200 a week on groceries. Like, it's ridiculous. Lord have mercy, it's ridiculous. But yeah, those are the cons I can think of for now. So let's get into the pros. Cycling or piggybacking off of my $1,000 apartment. At the time, when it was $1,000, I feel like that was a steal, especially the area I live, especially with the quality and how modern my apartment is. $1,000 a month, you really can't find it anywhere else. Like, literally, you can't beat it, you can't find it anywhere else. So I was lucky enough to grab that before, you know, the increase in Californians moving to Austin or Texas as a whole. So that is wonderful for moi. My second pro would be, although I have experienced blatant racism, I will say Austin, the Austin people here are nice. The people I have met some really nice people here, really kind people here. I've gotten compliments. This is the first time that a white man can't get enough of me. Like, white men literally can't get enough of me. Oh, especially when I have my curly hair out. They don't know what to do. They can't control themselves. I have to let them know I got a man, okay? But the people here are a little too friendly sometimes. I get compliments all the time, which is, you know, really nice. Yeah, the people here in general are just really nice. Like, but I think that's just Southern hospitality in general. But I like how friendly majority of the people I've met here are. Next pro, the live music. Man, if you watch my OMAD video, you'll see, like, from riding bikes to hiking, all of that, like, the activities you can do here is just immense. Like, it's unstoppable. Like, there's so many things to do. I actually, today there was a UT basketball game that I was gonna go to, but I missed it to record this video for you guys. I hope you like it. But I'm going to a barbecue later tonight. Austin has their own rodeo that I didn't know of. I didn't even know they had rodeos here. I thought it was just a Houston thing. So I'm excited for that. There was also a gumbo cook-off today, but again, I'm missing it because I'm currently recording this video. But there's just so much to do in Austin that, like, I love it. I mean, I stay to myself and I'm a loner and I don't do much, but that's by choice. If I was an extrovert, I feel like, man, like, I would never not have nothing to do. Like, the live music, whenever I was riding bikes the other day in the park, man, like, they had a live band playing Beyonce and it was just getting me hype on my workout. Anywhere you go, there's live music. The Domain, man, like, I love it. The music festivals, ACL, I was supposed to go last year, but I ended up selling my tickets. South by Southwest, there's just so much to do that I love and I appreciate. Another pro I would give is the food. It's not beating Houston though. I'll be honest with you, it's not beating Houston. But I will say, actually that might be in the middle. Why it's in the middle is because I tend to eat the same stuff I eat in Houston. The same restaurants I eat in Houston, I eat in Austin. But I will say the few places that I've tried that aren't in Houston have been good. I will say that. The few places that I've tried, I don't think I've had anything here that was just disgusting or I would never eat this again. I don't think I've experienced that. For the most part, all of the restaurants that I've been to, from Indian to Hispanic to Mexican to Chinese to Thai to Jamaican, has been pretty good, pretty spot on. But yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. There might be a part 2, being that I didn't write notes and I know I'm missing a lot of information, but I just wanted to get this video out there, especially considering that I'm starting back my Austin adventures and Austin vlogs. So I was like, why not post a pros and cons video as well? I hope you like it. If you like it and you want more, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. Let me know what else y'all want to see. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Like, I got you. Like, I don't mind being that for you, okay? But I'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
I'm gonna break it down. You just drive me wild whenever you're around.